Republican Congressman Eric Burlison of Missouri joins us now. Congressman, first in this report of the Border Patrol Special Tactical Unit killing a so-called bandit who preys on the migrants coming forward. What is your reaction to this, that we're fighting the criminals who are dealing with the migrants and taking and exploiting them?
Well, my reaction is that Joe Biden has created the impetus for these criminals. He's empowered the cartels. He's empowered the criminals to be able to bring these migrants across the southern border, because his policies, the 90-something executive actions that he's taken, have changed radically our border policy and have made it easy for people to come across the southern border.
Do you think the president will address this on Thursday at the State of the Union? I mean, it is a chance for him to address this that concerns a lot of Americans. Do you expect any new policies, new announcements, or he could announce that he may be invoking some of those executive orders that former President Trump imposed that helped ease the situation?
What I would like to see is an apology. What the American people deserve is an apology. You know, the family of Lake and Riley, they deserve an apology. The families of all the victims of these violent attacks from illegal immigrants from across the United States deserve an apology. But I doubt that we're going to get that. I doubt we're going to get any honesty from Joe Biden. He's probably going to go to this crazy argument that Republicans don't actually want to close the border because we didn't want to pass that really silly border bill that was trying to be composed out of the Senate that we all know was never going to close the border, was really just going to whitewash the actions that were occurring today.
Yeah, you point that up. Can you explain that more in detail? Because Democrats and critics point the finger at Republicans, and they point the finger at former President Trump for torpedoing that bill. They say, look, there is a bipartisan bill up on the Hill, and Republicans 86 that.
Yeah, it was a ridiculous bill, and I'm glad that Republicans decided that it was a bad idea. It was the idea that they had was to actually ignore the first 5,000 people that came across the southern border. And after the first 5,000, then we would be level set to where we are today, which is zero. The truth is, zero people should be allowed to be freed into the United States under asylum without being detained until they have a hearing. And that was raising that bar to the first 5,000. That's not acceptable. We all know that that's not going to fix the problem. It's just whitewashing it. It's ignoring it. It's putting a eraser over the facts.
And in the Fox polls that we have show that the majority of people blame Congress for this issue, not the president. Do you think that's fair?
Well, I certainly do think that we could do more. I think that now, I would be willing to shut down the border, or shut down the government, if that's what it meant to shut down the border. I know that a lot of my constituents are sick and tired of funding Ukraine when they see the security threat that we see on our southern border.
Congressman Eric Burlison, we'll see if you get that apology that you ask on Thursday night. We'll see what the president says.